What if I told you there's a game where you explore a haunted castle, get hunted by a 9-foot-tall vampire queen, survive a cursed puppet mansion, and fight biomechanical monsters in a snowy village, all in one horrifying, breathtaking adventure? This is Resident Evil Village, and if you think you've seen everything horror games have to offer, think again. This is more than just scares. This is one of the greatest horror adventures in gaming history. Let's go deep into what makes this game so addictive to watch and play. Setting the stage, a new kind of horror journey. The game picks up right after Resident Evil 7. You play as Ethan Winters, a man who's already survived the horrors of a mutant family and a creepy swamp mansion. This time, things escalate fast. His daughter Rose is kidnapped. His wife appears to be murdered, and he wakes up in a snow-covered European village that feels like it was pulled straight from a nightmare. But this village isn't just creepy, it's alive. Wolves howl in the distance. Shadows flicker through windows. Something is watching you. From the very first step, it's not just a horror game, it's a full-blown adventure through hell. And YouTubers and streamers couldn't stop playing. Why? Because the game throws a new kind of danger at you around every corner, and each zone has its own viral moment. Castle Dimitrescu, the viral icon everyone watched for. Let's start with the adventure that took the internet by storm. Castle Dimitrescu. Massive, gothic, and dripping in old-school horror vibes, this castle is the first major zone, and it's ruled by none other than the towering Lady Alcina Dimitrescu. She's not just a boss, she's a phenomenon. At over 9 feet tall, she chases Ethan through hallways in high heels, slices him with razor-sharp claws, and towers over every room she enters. The internet fell in love with her. Fan art, cosplay, memes. She became a horror icon before the game even launched. But what people love to watch isn't just her design, it's the cat and mouse gameplay. The castle is a labyrinth filled with puzzles, secrets, and traps. Every door you open, every hallway you enter, you're thinking, is she behind me? YouTubers racked up millions of views just from players running in fear from her. The way she stalks you is so tense, so unpredictable, that people would re-watch those scenes just to see how others panicked. It's horror meets high-stakes adventure. House Beneviento, the most disturbing sequence in modern horror. Once you escape the castle, the adventure only gets darker. Next stop, House Beneviento. This isn't just another haunted house, this is psychological horror done right. Here, you're stripped of all your weapons. Your flashlight flickers, and soon, you're not alone. This is where Angie, the creepy living doll, and her master Donna Beneviento take center stage. And then it happens. The lights go out, the music stops, and you hear crying. Loud, wet, inhuman crying. A giant deformed baby begins crawling after you in the dark. No weapons, no defense. You have to hide, run, and outsmart this thing. This moment became one of the most replayed, reacted to, and clipped moments in gaming. Horror creators called it the scariest scene in years. The baby is disgusting, realistic, and the sounds it makes are nightmare fuel. What makes it go viral? The helplessness, the unpredictability, and the raw human reaction of every player encountering it for the first time. It's horror on a psychological level, and people couldn't look away. Moreau's Reservoir, body horror and classic survival adventure. After the puppet madness, you reach Moreau's Reservoir, where the theme shifts again, this time to grotesque body horror. Moreau is a mutated fish-like creature who spits acid and stalks you through flooded ruins. This section becomes a classic survival puzzle. You have to figure out how to lower gates, drain water, and cross crumbling platforms, all while being chased by a giant mutant sea monster. YouTubers loved this segment because it reminded them of old-school Resident Evil gameplay. limited ammo, tight spaces, and creatures you can't outrun. And visually, it's unforgettable. The rain, the mud, the decaying buildings, it all feels wet, claustrophobic, and cursed. Combine that with Moreau's constant cries of pain and insecurity. Why does Mother hate me? And you get horror mixed with tragic storytelling. Heisenberg's Factory, steampunk nightmare fuel. Just when you think you've seen it all, the game throws you into Heisenberg's Factory, a dark industrial hellscape filled with spinning gears, electrified mutants, and metal monstrosities. This place is more like Dead Space than traditional Resident Evil. You face off against cyber-enhanced zombies with drills for arms, engines for chests, and red weak points that need precise aim to destroy. The adventure here is less about jump scares and more about pressure. Tight corridors, alarms blaring. You're slowly crafting upgraded weapons while uncovering the mad experiments that took place here. This is where the game shifts from gothic horror to sci-fi terror. And it feels earned. And Heisenberg himself? One of the most charismatic villains in the franchise. He talks to you constantly, taunts you, and has magnet powers that let him throw entire buildings at you. His boss battle is insane. A mechanical kaiju fight where you're piloting a tank made of junk. Yes, it's over the top, but YouTube loved it. The blend of horror, action, and campy dialogue made it perfect content. The Rose Mystery, A Father's Journey. Beyond the monsters and the madness, Resident Evil Village tells a surprisingly emotional story. A father trying to save his daughter. Ethan's journey isn't just about survival, it's about sacrifice. Every fight, every puzzle, every escape brings him closer to Rose, and the ending hits hard. Without spoiling too much, Ethan's arc concludes in a way that left fans heartbroken and inspired. The story keeps viewers engaged because it's not just about killing monsters, it's about what you're willing to endure for someone you love. People watch playthroughs not just to see the scares, but to see how it all ends. Resident Evil Village isn't just a game, it's a ride. A horror roller coaster that hits every note. Tension, action, tragedy, and unforgettable characters. And whether you played it, watched it, or screamed through it, this was a horror adventure no one will forget. So tell me, which part haunted you the most? The castle? The dollhouse? The baby? Or that tank fight against a cybernetic freak? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you survived any part of this nightmare. Because this was the ultimate horror adventure.